Hello, my name is Vanessa and welcome to OnlyFails. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.
So Vanessa, how has failure impacted your life?
Honestly, in many ways, I feel like this also goes back to my teenage years too. It all started when my parents pushed me to college, and this was in 2016. They told me to take a gap year, and I said, well, can I continue this gap year? Because I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. So they said no, and they continued to push me to school. But not only that, they also said that I had to work full time and pay for it. So that was a bit tough. But I think from the time I was 20 to 22, I believe, it was like I had a stable job, everything was good, but then I realized I was working too far from home. That was in 2019. And then I decided to work close to my home, which is at Heartside Food Solutions. I spent 3 years there working, making protein bars and everything. And then fast forward to 2022. That's when the failures have started to impact my life. It all started when I decided to get certified in bookkeeping and from CWI, which I did have the certification. So I started applying for jobs to try to get into that field, and I got into a call center for a while. I was there for like 3 weeks, and they told me that we had to take a test to pass, and I wasn't aware of the test. And when I didn't pass the test, I got let go because they didn't specify that when they hired me. So then on to my midlife crisis of 2022. I decided to work at several temp agencies, but those were only temporary jobs. And I finally scored at another call center, which I really liked working there for a while. And then job failure started in beginning of 2023. In 2023, I got switched to a different team at the call center, and the supervisor was super demeaning, super degradeful, and I was unhappy, so I started calling out a lot. I was getting into trouble because I wasn't there because of poor attendances, so I finally walked out. And after that, I couldn't, really keep a steady job. It just, I don't know. I know that it impacted my life because I was behind on bills and my mental health was degrading. So that's how failure has impacted my life last year and the year before.
What kind of jobs were you doing?
I've mostly been doing factory jobs, like working in food production, and I did some office jobs such as working in call centers and doing bookkeeping. I do like both of these jobs, but they're so different. I think like physical jobs such as manufacturing can be hard on the body, especially since I am working night shift. And then office jobs are fun. You get to sit down all day, but then at the end of the day, it starts hurting your back. So it's like impactful in different ways.
Are you still thinking about going to school?
Yes, I actually started school in August of 2023. I am pursuing a career in paralegal.
What drew you to that?
Um, I just want to help out people like, with immigration or like go into corporation and help out like the companies. That way I could give them legal advice.
I see. What would be your dream job? Would it be being a paralegal?
Oh yes, well I did wanted to pursue like being an attorney, but I had a setback of a DUI in 2019, so they said that the Idaho Bar Association let me know that since I have a misdemeanor, they wouldn't let me take the bar.
What happened there with the DUI?
Oh, so it was in 2019. I think I barely started working at Heartside. I was going out with my coworkers after work, but I thought because, I was used to drinking so much and that my house was like 5 minutes away, I thought I could get away with it. But I remember that I didn't eat that much, so the alcohol just started hitting me all at once, and everybody was telling me, "Are you sure you don't need a ride home?" I was like, "No, it's only 5 minutes." And then I decided to go to the drive-through at McDonald's because I was so hungry. And then I think that's when they called the cops on me because I was slurring my words and I had that Asian glow because when you're Asian and you start drinking too much, your face turns like super red. So I think they knew, people knew I was drunk at the drive-through, and then I think they called on me, and I was halfway home. I was on East Lake Forest Drive, and I was halfway to my house, like maybe 2 minutes away. That's when the cops stopped me, and I got arrested.
Have you gone back to that McDonald's and confronted those employees?
I was going to, but I don't remember exactly who it was. So I could have gone and confronted, but I don't even remember who exactly it was. I know that place has gone through a couple of employees, so it's not the same people from 5 years ago.
Okay, so how is your relationship with your parents now?
I think sometimes it goes up and down because I think the Asian in them tries to control me as the eldest of the family, and I would tell them, no, I'm doing my own thing. So I guess they would get super irritated with me at times, but I guess it's gotten better since I don't live with them anymore. So they can't be there to get on my ass.
Do they want you to be a paralegal?
No, they wanted me to do HR or what else did they say? X-ray technician, and I said I didn't want to do those because those didn't interest me.
So you had the one boss that was demeaning. How have your other bosses been?
I think in the history that since I've been working for 10 years nowadays, most of my bosses have been easygoing and really chill, especially the one I have right now. They all have been really chill and understanding about how people go through life. Like, let's say I had car problems or I had to go to the doctor, they've always been super understanding so far. So that's why I enjoy the job I have as of right now.
That's good. How do you see your future? Is there anything beyond paralegal, or are you just focused on that right now?
I do see, like, I do want to get into remote work. Like, let's say I could have a paralegal job that's remote, and then I would like to travel more. I haven't had a chance to travel much in my 20s because of the way my jobs are set. In factories, sometimes you can't get like good PTO.
Were you ever able to take any good trips in your 20s?
Definitely Florida and Seattle and Utah has been the good ones so far.
Florida, Seattle, and Utah?
Florida, yes, Seattle.
That's good. Where would you like to go?
I want to go to the Bahamas one day. They look so cool on TikTok.
Nice. Florida's kind of like the Bahamas.
Oh, it is. It just depends on where you go. I want to visit the Florida Keys because they said it's just like the Bahamas. But I've gone to West Palm Beach in Miami. Orlando's my favorite too because I went to Disney World twice.
That's awesome.
Yes.
You went to Disney World twice? On two different trips?
Yeah, 2 years ago it was my first time, and then I went recently in February because I went to see a concert of my favorite reggaeton singer.
Who's that?
His name is De La Ghetto. If anybody wants to check him out, he's got some fire-ass music.
Nice. So if there's anyone out there struggling with employment, what would be your advice?
Don't give up hope. There's a job out there for everyone. And if anyone needs help, I do know someone that can help fix resumes. I had one of my best friends help me fix my resume so that I could get a better job.
So you think having a good resume is really important?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then there's interview workshops that people can go to. I've seen it around. That way, if somebody struggles with an interview, they can help improve their skills when they're interviewing with the boss.
That's a good idea. Like practice
Practice.
before it's real, yeah. So what are you doing right now for work?
So right now I work at a manufacturing place that manufactures vitamins and supplements for health. I work 4 days a week at night shift because they give us that dollar differential. I enjoy it because of my coworkers and my bosses are really nice, and sometimes we get free lunches. And I enjoy my 3 days off.
Excellent. How did you like going through temp agencies? Did you find those helpful?
Yeah, I found some of them helpful. I think it depends on which staffing agency you go through because there are some out there that aren't really a help at all, and I've gone to quite a few around this area.
When you went through those temping agencies, did you get to experience a job you really liked?
Oh yes, I did for sure. There was a bookkeeping one that was only temporary, but I really liked the environment I was in. It helped me set up set up into more bookkeeping skills, so I can gain experience from that. So I did like that. Going through agencies do help.
That's good. Thank you for sharing your story and letting us into your life. Doing this takes guts, and I wish you the best for your future.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.